I was actually going to do a pre-recorded video tonight, but I spent ages and ages rendering it, and then when I came to upload it I realised I'd rendered it wrong and now I have to do it again, and it's going to take all night, so that probably won't be up until tomorrow. So I thought in the meantime I would do a live video and say hello to everyone. And so far I haven't got anyone because I forgot to tell anyone. Oh, hello, I've got somebody. I've reeled you in. How are you? I've got this Sunday, it's not Sunday now, it's Saturday, isn't it? Yes. Today I have been doing stuff. I have been doing a video and I've been doing other stuff and I've been out in the world and I found a load of silver things on the floor. Hello! How are you? Yay! It's somebody I know as well. Hooray! So I found a load of silver things on the floor in the toilet. So earlier on I was just picking them all up. I was going, I bet that's real silver. And then I found a little thing that said 925. So I was like, oh, exciting! Except that now, obviously, I did carry around stuff to clean my hands. Otherwise, that would have been filthy. But, you know, free silver on a toilet floor. So it's not so great, really. But free silver. And also, silver's got antibacterial properties. So it was self-cleaning, really. Quite a lot of it. It's like, I think somebody drunk must have just broken their necklace or something. It's just all over the place. So that's because I haven't actually found stuff on the floor for a while. I've been good and not being a sort of khaki-handed. But now I thought, no, I'm gonna pick them up because I reckon that I've got a good eye for precious things on the floor, like a crow or a magpie or something. That's me. So that's what I've done today, and I made the video and I didn't upload the video because of the problems that I've just said. But anyway, I'm going to just talk at you until I can't talk anymore. Hello, hello, hello. So 4 people, some people, almost a record. If a record is, yeah, I'm going to break a record. This is what I'm going to do today. So I'm sitting at the top of the stairs. Look at that, I've hennaed my hair. I don't usually dye my hair, but I was looking at some of my latest videos. Hello, Toast. I was looking at my latest videos and going, oh, I don't like the colour of that hair. So I decided to brighten it up. So now I'm all sort of redheady. Yay, I've got a red head. And so that's me today. So the video that I've got is a dieting video. May not be entirely serious. Anyway, that is coming tomorrow or the next day, depending on how long it takes to render, which at this point might be a long time. My laptop is acting up. The power cord is not actually going. Every time I turn around, it's like turned itself off because it hasn't got a very good battery. And if it isn't plugged in at all times, it turns off. And because the plug is broken, it turns off a lot. And I've lost somebody. So obviously electronics isn't the way to go with this, really. So if anybody wants to ask me any questions about anything, that's fine. What should we talk about? Something really exciting, like, I don't know, cryptocurrency. I'm getting flown at by moths again, so obviously that's not the way to go at all. Or maybe it is. Maybe I'll do monetary advice for everyone. Yes, so I've had an interesting day today, in that it's not been very interesting. But I've decided, like I said, I've made the dieting video because I've decided to go on a diet. But it's not a proper diet, it's just not eating as much as I usually do, really. Hello, hi! So that's what I'm going to do from now on. So I started the day with chia seeds that I'd soaked overnight. So it was like frog spawn in the morning. Appetizing, but it's very filling, so I didn't need anything for ages more because it grows in your stomach. So don't eat it without soaking it overnight because you'll just get, like, you'll burst. Like I remember when I was a kid, I bought a frog, a frog sort of toy from a Scout's hut fete, and I brought it home and it turned out it was filled with beads. And after a couple of days, it sort of exploded because it was actually, the beads were actually beans and they'd been eaten by weevils. So it sort of burst open and all the weevils came out and it had been in the airing cupboard. So then my mum threw it away and I was still like, but I wanted to keep it. It's like, but it was filled with weevils. I still wanted to keep it. So that's what chia seeds is like. It's like if that's what you would be like if you ate chia seeds without first soaking them. They would burst out of you like weevils out of a frog. So that's nice, isn't it? Do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. So chia seeds are a bit weird. But, you know, I think that there was like in the 70s and 80s, you used to get chia pets where you could like put them in a little pot and it would grow hair out of the top. So you could sprout them, and that would probably be a nice way to go to. But that's not what I did. I made them into frog spawn. Weevily frog spawn. Lovely. They're good in overnight oats. They are. They're good instead of overnight oats, it turned out. That's what I did. Overnight chia seeds. Without any oats. And with sultanas, which go all sort of fat and like actual grapes. It's like you never took the water out because you put it all back in again. That's nice. No, I soaked them in hemp. In hemp milk. Hemp milk, which I bought because it was on special offer. I have hemp milk. I've had hemp milk before. Last time I had it, it tasted like fish and I complained and they sent me vouchers for more hemp milk and I was like, but it tastes like fish. But obviously whatever it was that was making it taste like fish, it is the same brand, is not there anymore because it did not taste like fish. It tastes like frog spawn. No, it didn't taste like frog spawn. It was actually quite nice, but it did look a bit weird because it does look strange. So no, I soaked it in hemp milk and then I had that and then I put some frozen berries and Walt Disney's heads. No, I didn't put Walt Disney in it. I put some frozen berries in it, so I had a sort of ice creamy thingy for breakfast. So that was quite nice. So you should do that. If you want. Or don't. Now, I'm next door to the wall here, and we've got very, very thin neighbouring party walls, I think they're called, because it's a terrace house. I'm going to sit down here while I'm slightly further away from the wall because I can hear the neighbours going, why is she talking so loud? Yes. So, yes, I didn't eat Walt Disney's head. He's still in my freezer. He will still be there for a long time to come. That's where his final resting place is. Not in Tor. That's a lie. That's not true. So I've moved over here so that the neighbours don't start moaning about me. Because the walls are so thin. That's the trouble with living in a terraced house. What would be ideal is if I live in a cabin in the woods, far away from anywhere, and then I could read a special book and then make demons come out of the floorboards. That might not be ideal either, but it would be nicer than having some of the neighbours that I've had, really. Walt Disney and yams, a recipe. Yes, I could make that. I'm prepared for that. My next video isn't going to be that, but because I've got the giant yam I haven't eaten yet and I haven't made anything with, and everyone's like, oh, that's not the yams I expect, so I bought some sweet potatoes as well. I bought the sweet potatoes and it says that they're fun size sweet potatoes, but they're not. They're normal size sweet potatoes. I mean, they're not giant, but they're not, I mean, when you expect fun size, they're called potato pigs or something. Sweet potato pigs, but they're not pigs. And they're not fun size. They're just normal size. Like maybe like pigs, like pig iron. Because you used to get pig iron, which was just lumps of iron that you stick in, like pebbles. I hope they're not made of iron. Do sweet potatoes have iron in them though? They probably... Yes, they probably do have iron in them. But I don't think that's what they meant. But I got those. So I will make something with yam. And yam! And yam and yam and yam. Yam and yam and yam, yam, yam. That's what I'll do. Probably on Bank Holiday Monday. Or another day. Soon. It's because I'm not doing a video every day, but I'm going to do more videos. For sure, more videos. Just don't know how many more videos. Because it dropped down. I was getting really excited. I was getting lots of people watching my videos. And I was like, yay, look at all the people watching my videos. And then I stopped making them and they didn't watch them. Strange that they don't watch something that's not there. Inexplicable almost. How did that happen? So yes, I will carry on making more videos because I'm so close to having 4,000 hours of views in the last year. So close. I need to get another, I think, 33,000 minutes, which is quite a lot of minutes, but I can do that. 33,000 minutes. I can do that in no time. If I just keep talking from now until 33,000 minutes time, I only need to get one person watching for that 33,000 minutes. And then I have ruled the world. Yeah, I'm not sure that's how it works, but yeah, I could do that. I'm not sure I could get anybody to watch me for the next 33,000 minutes, but I could get maybe one person, possibly. But if you didn't have anything else to do for the next 30, how long is 33,000 minutes? It's like in Rent, that 5,000, 1,800, 600 minutes. Is that how many minutes I need? I don't need that many. I don't need a year's worth of minutes. What is that? What is that Rent song? 980,000 something or other. I don't want to sing it because it's still in copyright, even though Jonathan Larson's been... Is that his name? That can't be him. No, who wrote Rent? I'm getting confused. He's dead anyway, but he's not been dead for 90 years, so he's not out of copyright for a long time. Is it Jonathan Larson? That name's gone in my mind. I'm thinking somebody else. Anyway, I can't remember that about Rent. I do pay rent, but I don't sing Rent. I had a friend that was in Rent. I've mentioned this before, but I don't think I'd like to be in Rent. Rent's a weird musical, though. It's like musicals. Some musicals are better than others, and Rent is one of those ones that is sometimes a bit what? Like I saw a musical last month that was set in New York. It's called Island Songs, and I didn't like it. It wasn't good. But, I mean, maybe some people think that it's amazing. Maybe it is good. Maybe I don't want to be too critical. Maybe I just wasn't in the mood. Yeah, I'm going to be nice about it. It was really good. It was amazing. Anyway, the point is, it was a musical. And I like musicals. And I'd like to be in a musical. Even Island Song, even though that was a bit odd. As musicals go, it's not... But my flatmate said he thought it was about Long Island. And I'm like, no, it was about Manhattan. And he's like, Manhattan's not an island. It's like, Manhattan is an island. So that's the thing about looking at maps. It's always good to look at maps so you know actual facts. Not that all the actual facts in the world can be found on maps. But maps tend to be. Actually, they're not actually factual. Like, you look at the maps and that whole thing about the countries being out of whack because the way that the nearer they are to the equator, the smaller they show them on the map, which is bizarre, really. You look at Greenland, it's enormous. You think, oh, how big it is. And then you look at it on a real scale map and it's the size of a peanut. You can't get any people in Greenland, you know, and then Africa looks little. And it's actually the size of 1,000,000 peanuts, relatively to the one peanut of tiny, tiny Greenland, which isn't even green. That was a con. When the Vikings, who weren't even called Vikings, went to Greenland, they told everybody that that was the, well, you know, people would go there. And Iceland, which was the nice one, they told them that it was called Iceland so that they wouldn't go there, and they told them that Greenland was called Greenland so people would go there by mistake and go, this isn't very green. Well, Iceland must be even worse. Let's head back home and not invade. And that's how they got away with that. Although Iceland's got a lot of volcanoes, hasn't it? I'm not sure if I was a Norse person in the ancient times whether Iceland would have been my ideal stopping over point. But I haven't been to Iceland. Maybe I don't know. Has anybody been to Iceland? Is Iceland really nice? Is it nice land? Nice land, Iceland. 3 bags of Iceland. Might be. I've been to Canada. And I've been to America. And I've been to some other places probably. I haven't been that many places. I'd like to go. Where's the best place that anybody's been to? Look, I've driven somebody away by talking about Iceland. They were probably from Iceland, so I apologise to them, but they're not here to see me anymore. So, I don't know. Nobody's asking me any questions. Are you just sort of like, am I just on in the background? When you're just like, okay, keep going on, Elise. Keep on. There's only 4 of you, and nobody's asking me any questions since the last question. What was the last question? Something about, because I can't see. Switzerland. Switzerland was awesome. Yes. And Switzerland's got lots of things. Switzerland's got, yeah. Yes, you are. You are. Yeah. So, yes, Switzerland. Got chocolate and cuckoo clocks. And, yes. Orson Welles obviously said about that. I'm sure it's got other things as well. Peace for 1,000 years, and all it invented was cuckoo clocks. That's not really a very good Orson Welles, apart from the chin. I did the chin really well, so cuckoo clocks. No, I didn't do it so well that time. Yeah. So yes, Switzerland's good. What other countries have I been to? Yeah, guess the country. Guess country, and I'll tell you whether I've been to it. Nobody's guessing one. So, do you think I've been to Germany? Anyone? Spain. I haven't been to Spain, and I'll tell you why I didn't go to Spain. Because I went to the south of France. I haven't been to Australia, no. But my ancestors might have done, because I've got like Melanesian and Polynesian and possibly Australasian DNA. So it's like, where did that come from? So I haven't been there, but my DNA might have done. Yes, no, I didn't go to Spain because I went to the south of France and with a school trip. It was my dad's school, but we went with him because, we did. And they went on a lovely water park trip over the border to Spain. But I had gone out in the sun and I got sunstroke because the day before I just wandered around and around. I was like, oh. I got sunstroke. I was bright red and I was really ill, so I didn't go to Spain. So that's why I haven't been to Spain. Haven't been to Spain. But I have been to France, south of France, middle of France, Paris, and I've been to Fontainebleau, which is called Fontainebleau. It's not called Fontainebleau, as a lot of people say. It's Fontainebleau because it's based on the Fountain of Belle. Beautiful water. I haven't been to Ireland. I hope to go to Ireland. I want to go to Ireland soon. I might go to Ireland next year. I was like, if somebody could Patreon me and send me them and say, hey, go to Ireland and make lots of films in Ireland, then I'd probably do that. But at the moment, I am a bit short on the cash edge. So I can't really go to Ireland, but I might go next year. I'm going for it, yeah. And where else have I been? Austria. Austria was interesting. We got watery soup that had little sausages in the bottom. It was like watery soup made of oil. It was so hot that it burnt your tongue. I'm sure there was more interesting things about Austria. We went to Salzburg and I wanted to see, haven't been to Malta, haven't been that many places really. We went to Salzburg and instead of going to see Mozart's museum, I went to get a chocolate bunny for my brother and it broke on the way back home, so that was pointless. I have not been to South America. I would go to South America because, again, I got DNA from South America. My mum shows up as Amazonian, so my DNA's been far further than I have. My DNA's been all over the world and I haven't been anywhere really except for a very tiny bit of Europe and Canada and America. 3 times. Hang on. I've been to New York, I've been to Florida, and I've been to New York 3 times. And Vancouver, which was nice. No, I haven't been. No, go on, guess something else. I've been to more countries than I've said. Guess where else I've been. I've been to a service station in Belgium. Nobody guessed. Nobody guessed that. It smelt horrible. Sweden. I haven't been to Sweden, but my DNA has. Again. But I haven't been to Sweden. Haven't been to Poland. I've not been anywhere really. It's very sad. Poland, and 2 people guessed Poland. They're just going to say Poland. I haven't been to Poland. I'm sure some of my DNA has, but not me. Not me. And I have been to Scotland. Yes, I have. Ding, 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 ding. I've been to Scotland loads of times. but not that far into Scotland, only as far as Edinburgh, so I need to go and see more of Scotland. I've not been to Cyprus. Cyprus. And I went to Italy, but it was the same time as I went to Austria. We went just over the border into Italy, and it was part of Italy that had been Austria, and then was Italy, and then was Austria, and then was Italy. It was Italy when I went there, so I've been to Italy, but only just. And Germany only just, because it was the same trip again. And the service station in Belgium was again the same trip. So I haven't really been that far. I've been to Europe 3 times. But because it was by bus, twice of the times, I've been to 3 times the rest of Europe. So I went to, 3 times. And once I went by Eurostar, yay! So I went by train. But the rest of the time I went by bus. And the trouble with going by bus is it's a long way to go by bus, and you get all swollen ankles, and you probably die of deep vein thrombosis by the end of it. But I didn't do that, but I could have done. But probably didn't do it because I was quite young. If I did it now, I probably would die horribly. So I might not do that again. I might save up until I've got a nice, like, go on the Orient Express or something exciting. Or a cruise around Sweden. On a cruise, because I've got an app where you play games and you get points, and if I went on a cruise then I've got points, I could get a free drink or something, but that doesn't really pay for the whole rest of the cruise. But if I went there I could get a free drink on a cruise that cost me thousands of pounds. Ooh. So yes, haven't been anywhere. I need to go to Sweden, and I need to go to Norway and Denmark and Poland obviously, and Cyprus and Spain and North America and South America. I want to go to Mexico, that would be good. And Brazil. And where else is good to go? I do want to go to New Zealand. That's exciting. But there's a lot of volcanic places, and I'm a bit scared of volcanic places. Like, I would go to Pompeii, but I would be terribly afraid because they didn't expect. I haven't been to Cuba. Cuba would be good, yeah, especially now the travel restrictions are less stringent. Cuba would be excellent. I've been through Leeds. I've been through Leeds on the way to Edinburgh on a train. And Japan. No, I haven't been to Japan, but some of my DNA's going to be, no, I don't know. Some of my DNA might have come from Japan. It's pretty diverse when you look at it, and I don't know why. Obviously, my family was probably kicked out of every country that they ever tried being in. So, yes. I will go to all of those countries if I have lots of money. I will go on a worldwide trip, and I will film everywhere, except I don't have the money to do that. But I would, if I could, but I didn't. India, and I haven't been to India. See, I haven't been anywhere. I haven't been to any of these exciting and I haven't been anywhere Asian, and I haven't been anywhere African, and I haven't been anywhere oceanically speakingly. Is it the Oceania? It's just like, what continents are there? Depending on who you ask, there's different amount of continents. Is there 5 continents? Is there 6 continents? Is there 7 continents? Is there 8 continents? I haven't been to more than 2 of the continents. So that's sad, really. That's not even half of the continents. So I need to go to all of the continents. Yes, I will do that somehow. I've still got a passport that's in range. And for the time being, it's valid, but who knows what's going to happen in years to come, because the world is going mad today, and black's white today, and white's black today. I don't know whether Cole Porter is out of copyright. Maybe not. Is Cole Porter out of copyright? If he is, that's amazing if he is. I'm going to check Cole Porter is out of copyright, and I'm going to sing all of Cole Porter's songs. Not on the ukulele though, because that would be horrible. But I might do all of Cole Porter's songs. Somebody saw one of my ukulele things and wasn't horrified. Amazingly, they actually want to do a collaboration. So I might do more songs, collaboration songs, with somebody that can actually play their instruments. So that'll be exciting. So I will do that. I will sing and sing and sing. I'll sing on every continent in the earth. On the earth. Maybe I'll go to Mars too. I know somebody that signed up to go to Mars. I don't know whether they will, because Mars is probably not going to be inhabitable for a long time to come. But they have actually got into the top whatever it is. So that's exciting for them. If they go to Mars, maybe I'll hide in their luggage, and then they'll never know I'm there until they find me. I haven't been to Mars. Or have I? But my DNA has. Possibly has. I don't know. DNA is a funny thing. Maybe I'm entirely Martian, and that would explain quite a lot, probably. I am an Aries. And that's something to do with Mars, isn't it? I know it's a ram, but I'm sure Mars is something to do with Aries. Am I wrong there? I'm getting a bit confused. Well, Aries is the god of war, but that's not how it's spelled. Aries with an I-E-S, and Aries is spelled with an E-S. Have I got those two conflated for no reason, or is there an actual reason why I think that Aries and Mars are related? I know Mars and Aries are the same god in Greece and Rome, but I think it might not be. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe I'm right. I don't know. Aries, me too. Yes, April the 6th. Yay! Apparently I was supposed to be born on April the 1st, but I wasn't. Haha. But April the 6th is very interesting, because apparently the Mormons think that that's when Jesus was born. Not on my birthday, but the Mormons also think quite a lot of other things. So there you go. Whatever. I'm not going to diss somebody else's religion, because all religion's a bit stupid. So I would just be dissing everybody's. Am I Jesus? I don't know. Maybe I am. I am born on April the 6th. So there you go. It must mean something. It means that I was conceived on July the 4th. That's what it means. It does mean that, because that's the truth. I don't know. I got you were on April the 1st. Oh, you're a poisson avril, an April fish. That's what April Fool's is in France. Is it? Poison fish. No, an April fish. Yay! That's the weird thing about, I'm just reminded about people's names, because I'm apparently called Elise because my parents, well, they both say that it was their idea, but I think it's because of Beethoven for Elise. But it could have been something else. It could have been something else, because I've got a cousin called May, and May, she's a second cousin. She's my dad's cousin, really. She's quite old. But May was born in April, and she's got a half-sister called Avril, who I don't think was born in April. So it's like calling somebody Noel or Noel when they're born in June, or somebody June when they're born in September. I mean, there's no law against it. Like, people are called Julie and they're not born in July. People are called Augustus and they're not born in August. But even so, you would think somebody called May would be born in May, and somebody called April would be born in April. But clearly that's just me. No, I do know some obscure stuff, but is any of it true? Maybe I'm just making it up, or am I? I'm not making it up. I'm just, yes, I do know random obscure stuff. My mind is a receptacle of nonsense, and it just comes out at the most inopportune times. At the best of times is the worst of times, and the worst of times is the best of times. Yes, I'm Dickens, and I didn't even Mickens. I do know a lot of history, and I make up a lot of history as well. I know all the history there is, and I drag it out like ribbons out of a top hat, or a rabbit out of a bun. What am I talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about. Rabbits don't live in buns. I'm quite good at quizzes. I was on the quiz team at sixth form college, and I remember somebody else answered wrong, and I lashed out at them. I was like, I didn't mean to. I was just like, no, sort of flailed and accidentally hit them. And they're like, you're so violent. It's like, I didn't mean to hit you. But we did get one thing wrong. I think the one thing that we failed on is the biggest carnivorous animal in Britain. And we said it was a fox, and it's not, it's a badger. A badger? You'd think a badger's tiny, but I think we got a badger confused with a mole, which is tiny and is not probably carnivorous. A badger. Like, they used to have wolves and bears in the olden days, but they're all gone. So it's a badger. That's all we can rustle up. A badger. Not even a honey badger, which are quite violent. Although badgers are apparently quite violent. But I've never seen a badger or met a badger. But I have seen a fox. In fact, I saw a fox in the daytime. Not the foxes. The fox is smaller than a badger because it's thin. And a badger is sort of, even though it's squat, it's sort of fat and heavy. So it's bigger than a fox. But, you know, I went out and I was wandering. I was walking to the bus stop and it was about 11 o'clock. Not even early morning. And I thought, that's a funny looking terrier in my way. And it wasn't, it was a fox. It ran into a garden. I was just about to whip out my camera and film it. It ran away so fast that I didn't see it. A day fox. I mean, I did see a fox in the day, but it was earlier on in the day, eating my potatoes. Badgers are big. But this fox, there was a fox eating my potatoes. I didn't know that foxes ate potatoes. But I planted the potatoes. They were actually... because I bought some potatoes and sometimes I forget about the potatoes and then they sprout eyes and I go, oh well, I may as well plant them in the garden and get some more potatoes. And that's what I did. And I was really looking forward to these potatoes because they were like heritage potatoes, really nice potatoes, which were expensive that I shouldn't have let go to seed. But I thought, never mind. And then the foxes dug them up, or one particular fox dug it up and ate my potatoes. So it's not even properly carnivorous. It's more a sort of omnivore. I don't know whether badgers eat potatoes as well, but I've never caught a badger eating potatoes, so I'll say probably not. I might be wrong, but they are big. Badgers are big and foxes are not as big. Foxes are surprisingly tiny. Omnivore, yes. Om nom 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 nom. And what have I... No, I haven't missed anything. No, it wasn't the neighbours digging them up because I saw the fox eating them. I've got an actual picture. I did get a picture of the fox. I took pictures of the fox and it was looking at me sort of like, yeah, I got your potatoes. It was seriously looking at me like that. I can stick up I'll stick up the photo in my next video. Not the next video because it's like a diet video. But I'll make a video about the foxes eating my blooming potatoes and looking at me like, got your potatoes. Ha! You haven't got any potatoes. And I didn't have any potatoes. And I tried growing them again and again. The foxes ate them all. Squirrels is also bad. Squirrels dig up I planted flowers and they dug up all the bulbs from the flowers and then they ended up everywhere. So I've got little bulbs of different flowers all over my garden because of the squirrels. Zombie squirrels. Yes, so I've got foxes and squirrels, but not any badgers as far as I know, and no moles. But I do have foxes. All I could get was 5 people this time. My eye's gone all blinky. Right, so, and a cat. Yes, cat. I do have a cat. Black cat. Lucky black cat. Which has come. It started just sitting outside and sort of sitting in the garden the last few days and waiting till it sees us. It's like, let me in now. Let me in. So we've let it in. Just inopportune moments, like when we're just about to eat dinner or something, or just about to go out. So if you go out the front door, it's like, hello, I'm coming in. It's like, but we're going out, cat. And so you have to wait around while it decides whether it's going to go anywhere. I don't know whose cat it is, or even if it's the same cat, because I think there were 2 little black cats when that one first appeared, and it might still be 2. I think they look exactly the same. That's the trouble with the cats. Maybe one slightly fatter than the other, but I don't know. It's not orange. There's 2 orange cats. There was 2 orange cats, and now there's no orange cats. But there was one that we go, oh, look, it's the orange cat that comes to visit us. And then we go, oh no, it's the evil orange cat. It looked almost the same as the other cat. Cats are very much, you know, unless you look at their eyes, you can't, you know, look at the back of a cat. It's just, it's not my cat. So, yes, we got a cat. And the squirrels, and the foxes, and lots of birds. Not parrots though. I haven't seen any parrots. Although there was a giant magpie landed in a bucket of water yesterday. Really close. It's the closest I've seen a magpie. Magpies are surprisingly colourful. You wouldn't think it, but they've got all pretty blue feathers. But I'm quite superstitious, so I was like, oh, there's only one! Frogs I haven't seen this year. Like, I see frogs and newts, but now I've got a pond, I've seen fewer frogs than ever. I don't know what's happened to them. They're hiding from me. And I'm getting a very bad connection, so I suppose it's now a good enough. This is the time to sign off. But thank you very much, 6, 7 people, whatever, for joining me. I didn't announce this, so I wasn't expecting more than that. I was hoping for more than that, but I wasn't expecting it. But look out for my next video, which is soon. Would have been already, but it isn't. But it's soon. It might be tonight, it might be tomorrow, but it's soon. Okay then, whoopsie. I've got one hand here. Bye bye.